Hi. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie and I am the Planty Mama. Thank you so much for your patience during my little hiatus. If you watched the last video, then you got a little rundown. It was just a really weird time for our family the past month or so because of COVID and everything like that. So yeah. Ugh. I am trying this new lipstick right now that I got in my BoxyCharm, and it dries matte, but it's so sticky. And I'm not a fan of that. I feel like a gloss would help it, but I'm not a fan of gloss. I like the matte lip look. So anyways, so if you guys are watching this, then hi, how are ya? So first of all, what I want you guys to do is I just want you to go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Show me some love down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys and I respond to all of my comments. And yeah, I'm so thankful that you're here. Share me with your friends because your friends are gonna love me. If you love me, your friends are gonna love me. Let's be real about that. Okay, so as you can tell from today's title, I'm gonna talk about my top favorite houseplants right now. So my friend did give me an idea for another video, but I think I'm going to film that later. And because I was trying to find stuff to film for it, and this was speaking to me a little bit more, especially since I haven't really updated you guys. We haven't really sat and chatted and talked about the plants that I already have. I have been doing really, really well with not buying any more plants since my import. I've picked up a couple things here and there. I've added an Alocasia Frydek to the collection that's still alive. Me and Alocasia are not the best of friends. But the Frydek is just so beautiful and it was a great price. So I'm giving that one another shot. Anywho, I want to talk about my favorite houseplants right now. So you guys know, if you're a houseplant collector, this changes. So I need to do an updated tour video. I probably will in December, just because this is the week of Thanksgiving and so it's going to be hectic. But I need to do an updated house tour because my plants has significantly changed from what I had this summer, and my style of plants has changed significantly from this summer. I have gotten rid of a lot of my basic plants, or just plants in general that didn't bring me joy. And I've been selling those and getting plants in that I really like. And if I end up not liking them, I trade them, stuff like that. So anyways, we're just going to get into it. I think I have 15 here for you. I don't know, just follow the number on the screen. And also the number should be in the title. I don't know. I'm going to try and keep it under 20. I think I have 15 at the moment. So, but knowing me, I'm going to pick up something else and be like, oh, I forgot about this. Oh, I forgot about this. So let's just get started. So a lot of these are Hoya, and that's probably no surprise because I love Hoya. That's a huge chunk of my personal collection, right? It's Hoya. So let's just go through the Hoya. And yeah, so I'm just gonna grab this one. This is right here. So this is my Hoya globulosa. I call it Globby. Globulosa and Villosa have kind of merged. They're saying that it's the same plant. From what I've done research on, Globulosa have the rippled edges and Villosa doesn't. But other than that, I guess they're the same. I'm not entirely too sure. So this is one of my first rare Hoya that I got. I got this from a purge in a Facebook group, and the seller is amazing. Since having this guy in my collection, it has grown this leaf, and this is actually the newest leaf, and I swear to you, it was half this size 2 days ago, and then it's all of a sudden it exploded, and it is working on a new leaf right there, and the stem is going to be continuing to grow in the middle here. But these leaves, they come in so fuzzy. I'll try and throw a if I can find it, I'll throw a picture of what the leaves look like when they're first like coming out up here on the screen so you guys can see it. They're stunning, but these guys, they are fuzzy to the touch. Yeah, you can see the, like, just like the hairs right there. They're fuzzy to the touch. And so like this has not hardened off yet, so it's not done growing. This one is very newly hardened off, so it's done growing. So that's going to be as long as that one gets, but this one will be getting a little bit longer, and it's just so pretty. I love this one so much. It has a little bit of leaf damage right there that it came with, but that does not bug me at all. This is in a chunky pumice and orchid bark mix, and I have left it in the same container that it was sent to me in, and it has been doing beautifully. I have lost 2 leaves on this guy, so it would have 2 more leaves. It had one growing in right here, and then it also had one growing in right here, and when it was growing they blasted, so they turned yellow and they flew the cuckoo nest. So I don't know why. I think I might have not been watering them enough, because when these leaves are coming in, I've noticed that it does need watered a little bit more. It's because it's using up more of that energy. But I was getting so nervous because you can see the back of the leaf is yellow. The same thing was with this one. Like the back of the leaf was yellow for the longest time, and I was panicking. I was like, oh my God, why does it keep throwing leaves? Why does it hate me? And it just, you guys, it's just such a beautiful Hoya. I am a Hoya lover for the foliage, not necessarily the blooms. I mean, if I ever get one to bloom, I'm not going to complain about it. My Hoya Bella is the only one that has produced peduncles, and none of them have ever bloomed. So it's actually got 2 peduncles on it right now, and I am not changing anything about that routine. So hopefully I can actually get blooms out of it. But yeah, so how I tell when this guy needs watered. So actually, like, you guys know I do like the pinch test. I never judge it off of the newest leaf, but I feel the oldest leaves, so the ones towards the bottom, if they start to feel a little bit soft, then that's when I know it needs to be watered. This one's okay right now. It was watered yesterday, so this one's hardened off completely, and this one's still a little soft, but I'm sure by tomorrow this one will be hardened off because it was watered yesterday. So this is my Hoya globulosa, or villosa, aka I call her Globby. All right, so next up is going to be, no surprise, I have 2 of these. I'm actually going to be combining them into the same pot here soon. This one just, it has mealies, and I meant to treat them before I started filming this, and I forgot. I'm like, how did a Hoya in LECA get mealies? This is the second one that I've had in LECA that has gotten mealies, so it's like I'm dumbfounded there. But I have 2 of these. This is the Hoya Polyneura. This one here has a little bit of splashing to it. This one has like a splash mark on it, so I'm not crossing my fingers on that one to get any splashier, but this one does have nice splashing on a few of the leaves. But this is one of my Hoya Polyneura. I absolutely love this Hoya. This is easily one of my favorite Hoya and has consistently been one of my favorite Hoya. It is such a quick grower when it's happy. These guys are very similar to the Bella from what I have been able to gather. They do not like to get dry, so they like to, I like to just like, at least not the one that's in LECA, but the one that's actually in soil. I like to make sure that I do every once in a while give it a little bit of water, whether it's just a splash just to keep the soil moist, or if it needs more water, because it will throw the new growth, and it's very sad when it does it. That one in the soil actually threw an entire branch that it was growing because I let it get too dry, and it was sad, and I was really upset with myself. But this is the Hoya Polyneura. I will be combining this one into the soil probably next week after I get this treated for mealies and make sure that there's no more mealies. Now I need hand sanitizer because I touched it. Actually, like, I fondled it. Straight up fondled it. Which, if you guys didn't know, after you handle plants with a pest like mealies, you really should, at the very least, use hand sanitizer. Wash your hands because you don't want to spread that. So, hand sanitizer, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the next Hoya I'm going to show you, I've got 2 more Hoya. This one is my Hoya Bella Louis Boy. If you follow Lulu's Leaves, she pronounces it Louis Bois, and I'm not sure if that's actually how it's pronounced. I don't know which way to pronounce it. Anyways, so when I got this guy, where my finger is, that's what it was. This has given me so much anxiety, and it's growing so well now, and I'm so happy about it. When I first got this Hoya, I got it, I had ordered one plant and it did not make it. So the seller offered me a cutting. She sent me the cutting, and the cutting did not make it, like, at all. Like, I followed the instructions she gave me and it died. Almost instantly it died. Is that a spider? My eye is deceiving me? Or is that just hair? I think that's just hair. Better just be hair. Anyways, I'm sorry. So I sent her pictures of it and everything, and like the process, because I took pictures for the process for my channel, and it just did not work. So she actually rooted this one for me and then sent it to me, and I kept up the same regimen that she had with it while it was rooting for probably a month or 2 until it started throwing out new growth. So it has this branch here that has lost 2 leaves, and this branch here that has lost 1 leaf. It lost this one right here. Bellas are super finicky from my experience. Like, they're easy, but they're finicky. Like, if you change anything about their environment, they get mad and they throw leaves. It's like the Polyneuria. They like to stay a little bit more on the moist side. This one did have mealies also. This one was I've already treated this one. This one was part of a section that I had secluded. I have 2 Wyetii that have mealies, and also a Matilde, and they were all next to each other on the same shelf, and I'd already checked the rest of the shelf. So those guys are good, but these guys were next to each other, so that's why they all have got the mealies. But what is stressful about this one is that the new growth comes in this yellowish color. So that color that you are familiar with, like being blasted, like this yellow right here, that's what it looks like. That's normal for the Louis Boy. Like, it's stressful. And what's interesting is that the veining on this is actually, I think it's getting sun stressed because it's on my Hoya shelf. Let me see if I can, so oh yeah, that's so much better. The veining is actually turning like a pink color. So that's cute. All right, and last on the Hoya front is my Hoya Serpents. So this guy, it has the teensiest, tiniest, fuzziest leaves, and I'm going to throw up the picture on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about if it doesn't show up. But I have this one in Leca right now, and it seems much happier in Leca versus the sphagnum moss that I had it in. Let's see. You can see. There is a new little leaf coming in right there. There's one coming in there. It's got a branch right there. It has a little guy right there. And it's so fuzzy, you guys. This thing is the cutest. It is happy as a clam. My good friend Kelsey sent me this, and this is actually off of her grandmother's plant, and she just loves sharing cuttings of it because it's such a prolific grower, and she just loves sharing plants. I mean, we traded for it. I did send her a my Pubic Calyx Royal Hawaiian Purple. I sent her a cutting of that, and she sent me this. So yeah, that is my Hoya Serpents. I do not recommend buying these from Purge Group because the prices on these are completely astronomical right now. If you are on the hunt for a Hoya Serpents, see if you can get a trade for it, or if you have a planty friend that has a nice size one, if you can trade cuttings with them on that, because you guys, one this size would go for $80, $90 plus in a Facebook group, and it's sickening, absolutely sickening. Okay, next up on my favorites is the variegated string of hearts. So this beauty has been in my grow shelf for a while. I got this as like a very small cutting. Like, it was probably the equivalent of this strand right here when I got it. So it has grown quite a bit. My secret for this though, you guys, this thing loves light. I actually have two of these now. I got a small one from a local Purge group, or not Purge group, just a local plant group, and he was purging, and I got a decent size one. By decent, I mean it was like nice size strands for $8, and it's already like in comparison to this. I'm just gonna grab that one too. Here are both of them. I have it in this really ugly pot that he gave it to me in. But here are both of them. Their strands are actually pretty long. I have been keeping them kind of like circled up in here. So this is what that one looks like. So it's probably 2 feet long, I would say, that one strand, and that's what the top looks like. And then this one, so that's what the top of that one looks like. And then this is its strand that it has, and it's branching off. I mean, these guys are so beautiful. So beautiful. So this is them together. And I love these, you guys. Like, they're the same length, pretty much. I put these on my Hoya shelf under my grow light, and they have taken off. Oh my gosh, have they taken off. I never would have expected that. I mean, every day there's new growth on it, on both of them, and I am obsessed. I really want to combine these into one pot, just so it takes up less space, and B, who doesn't want a full pot of variegated string of hearts? I mean, These are gorgeous, you guys. Let me show you close-ups of these petals. Where's my piece of paper that I was just using? That was helpful. These guys are so freaking pretty, and the backs are this really beautiful pink color. The more light they get, the happier they are. Like, as much light as you can give these guys, I would say. Like I said, they're on my Hoya shelf directly underneath of a grow light, and they are so happy. Look at how pink these are on the back, like that purpley pink color. Ugh, obsessed, obsessed. Like, these are one of my favorite right now just because of how fast they're growing. I mean, they are growing so fast, so fast. I am so excited about how fast they're growing. I kind of want to start propagating it, just to like make a really full pot, but I probably won't do that. I would say I would wait until probably February before I would start doing that, just because I've got so much on my plate right now. Gosh, it's just so pretty. I'm so proud of my variegated string of hearts. I do have a non-variegated string of hearts. You can actually no, you can't see it. It's up on the corner shelf over there, and it is doing great there. I was worried about that one because that one was actually outside, and I brought it from outside to inside, so I was actually kind of worried about that one. All right. Anyways, so next up. This is, I'm not entirely sure what this is. This is a stump that I bought. It was rooted when I bought it, and it had 2 active growth points on it. One of them sprouted. It's supposed to be a pink princess philodendron, but I'm starting to wonder. The variegation on this is white. Can you see that? And the leaves are really long and skinny. I have another leaf coming in right there that you can see, kind of right there. It's supposed to be a pink princess. And if it's not a pink princess, I'm gonna be kind of upset because I really wanted a pink princess. That's like been my #1 wish list, is I just want a pink princess. But I think I might have been given a white knight or a white wizard or a white princess, whatever. But I mean, I've been looking at this one every day, touching it every day. You're gonna have to excuse my dogs. And it's like, it's just made me so happy that I grew this from a little piece of wood. So. Okay, so next up we are going to talk about this lady. This is my philodendron Florida Ghost. So I did have 2 of them, but I recently just sold one. I had it fully rooted. It was looking sexy AF, and I sold it to someone in a local plant purge group who had been wanting one. So got to share the Florida Ghost love, right? So this is just such a prolific grower. Like, it is just happy to be alive. And so this is the oldest leaf. This is the middle leaf, like middle-aged, and then this is the newest leaf. So they come in this really beautiful creamy white color. This is the new growth that's coming in. It also has a new leaf coming in down here, but it's pushing out tons and tons of new growth for me. And they start fading to like this minty green color. They go down to this, and then a lot of them turn this dark green color again, but some of them will stay this color, or some of them will stay like a minty color. but the more light you give this guy, the better the variegation comes in. This guy does not like to be dry. This is just typical philodendron care. So I just water when the soil gets to be about, I would say, like a finger's worth dry is when I usually hit it with some water. This was part of my water regimen yesterday. I love it in this little pot that I got. This is I believe this is more like of a plaster pot with a drainage tray. I got this from TJ Maxx for $6. Like, it's super cute. TJ Maxx has got some of the cutest freaking pots, and it had drainage, so you know I had to get it. But I really, really love this lady. She is just beautiful. I'm so happy I have her. Now I really want a Florida Beauty. Those are a little bit out of my price range, though, by like $500 out of my price range. And I just love her so much. Like, you see how this one kind of has like that minty shift to it? So pretty. I actually just recently moved this one from my grow tent to my Hoya shelf where all those lights are, because my lights broke in my grow tent. So I want to make sure it's getting that adequate light to get that really creamy, rich white new leaf. All right, so next up is my Monstera Deliciosa Borzinia Albo, and this is how she looks now. I don't know if I've really shared her with you guys, but this was the first leaf she gave me, and this is the newest leaf. It still hasn't hardened off quite yet. Still has a little bit more growing to do for that leaf. This is obviously, it was a wet stick. I traded this for my Mauna Loa, and it's easily my most favorite trade that I have ever done. This pot, again, is from TJ Maxx. I probably spent $5 or $6 on this one, if not less. And this is a ceramic pot, and it has been happy in here ever since I put it in here, and I'm just so happy I have her. This is something I thought I would never have because of how expensive they go for. Like, a node goes, like a node like this right here, you guys, these go for $100 plus for a freaking stick. So I traded this for my Mauna Loa, and I paid $20 for my Mauna Loa, so I am not mad about that at all. So this is my Monstera Borzinia Albo Variegata. All right, so this one has consistently been one of my favorites. This is my Philodendron Mame, and you might be like, Maggie, why is your mame on a pole? It's because she keeps freaking growing up. Like, they're supposed to grow out that way, not this way. They are creepers. They are supposed to creep. Mine is not creeping. Mine is loving life. I gave it a makeshift pole that I made out of some, like, I call them marshmallow sticks. They're just basically long bamboo sticks for outdoor grilling. And I braided twine onto it, and that is my pole for it. And this has just been putting out beautiful leaves for me. And it had another leaf coming in right there, but I took it out of the grow tent and moved it to my desk because it was getting too tall for my grow tent, and the leaf did not make it. I noticed that today. It shriveled up and died. So oh yeah, there's definitely a new growth coming in its place already. So I'm not worried about it. This has been a really good, quick grower for me, and I love her. I highly, highly, highly recommend, if you are on the hunt for a Philodendron Mame, that you snag it up. You can get small ones for really great price. I paid $80 for mine, and it was, it had a leaf like over here that it lost. But the leaf, like, it's just such a quick grower, you guys, and it's beautiful. I mean, that is the most recent leaf and it's not fully hardened off yet, but they turned this beautiful green with this silver splashing. So beautiful. So beautiful. I'm so happy with my Mame. Again, I got that one from the lovely Lady Cove. Definitely check her out on Etsy. I love Andy and Matt so much, and they deserve your business. Trust me. Next up is this one. So this is my my Gloriosum, and it has this beautiful heart leaf right here. It does have some cosmetic damage right there. That really doesn't bother me, but I am so excited about this growth. It is growing steadily. I am so excited for it. I really am. I had another one of these and sadly it did not make it. It died. I was uneducated on how to take care of it, and it just did not appreciate me trying to learn with it. So it unfortunately did die. This one is doing really well though. This one is the one from my import that I got from Indonesia, and it is just doing so well. It is so happy. It's just, it makes me happy. I honestly wasn't expecting this plant to make me as happy as it does, but it sits right here on my desk and I'm looking at it every day, and it really does make me happy. So that is my Gloriosum. And this is my Anthurium magnificum, and I had to give it a trellis to hold it up because it was getting top heavy, and I need the roots to really establish a bit more, but it has been doing so well. This, honestly, when I bought this on a whim, you guys. If you watched that unboxing video, you know, like I bought it. It was a good price. I think I spent $40 on it. I wanted to make sure that if I was spending $60 on shipping, I was going to get more than one plant, right? This is off of a seller that he used to have an Etsy. He no longer does. And he has a website now. So I can add his website link into the description for you guys. But he's on Instagram as well. This is easily one of my favorite plants. It is just so beautiful. The veining on this is just stunning. And this leaf is a bit wonky. The neck of it is twisted. So like right there, the neck of it is twisted. So I don't know. I had to trellis it. I have a pin in here because I had this leaf propped up on the pen because it was getting knocked over really easily. But it has a new growth coming in right here. And then both of these leaves, these stems right here, have new growths coming in as well. So I am so excited to see what this plant does, you guys. I am so excited. I have a feeling it's going to have a trellis or a pole or something to hold it up because they are just massive leaves. They're stunning. Like, you guys cannot tell me that this is not one of the most beautiful, lusciously velvet leaves you've ever seen. Like the veining, you guys. So beautiful. Okay, so the next one on my list has to be my itty bitty baby Anthurium forgetii dark form. I mean, it's just so freaking cute. But all of those little bumps and ridges, that's where the veining is going to be. I've had this one for a few weeks now. This is one that I did break my plant buying ban for. I said that if I found one for under $100, I was getting it. And this one was $99 plus shipping, so it counts. Just look at how freaking adorable this is. I mean, the leaves are in freaking perfect condition on this. She sent it in this cute ass little yellow pot. Like, I just can't. It's just so beautiful. This is what I'm constantly checking on, making sure that it's happy, and it's so adorable. I love it so much. This is definitely, it was one of my top wish list plants, and I am so happy that I have it. And that's it for my office, but I have some plants out in my living room that I am going to take you to and show you them, because I have been loving them a lot more now that they're inside. And here is another one of my favorites right now. This is my Philodendron Salome, and you are seeing dust particles flying in the air. So sorry about that, but this guy, I mean, is right next to me on the couch and just is just so magnificent. I mean, it's massive, it's huge, it's amazing. So I have really been loving this one being inside, but it's so massive that I'm just like, I'm ready for it to not be inside. So we'll see how big it gets by the time it's ready for it to go back outside. And here we have got my Monstera deliciosa. This is just my basic bitch green form. You know, everyone needs one of these, I feel like. I got this one for $15 from Home Depot or Lowe's, one of those. But it's inside now and it's still giving me a lot of new growth. I mean, it's got new leaf coming here, here. There's one right there. That guy's getting ready to unfurl. And I just think this is so weird. Like, these just came literally out of nowhere. And they look dirty, but they haven't been in dirt. So I know that it's trying to like ground itself for more growth, but gosh, this thing is just really making me happy lately. Let me see if I can give you like the full picture of my fireplace. Like, it's pretty massive. So my friends, that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it and you liked seeing what my favorite plants are right now. What are your favorite plants right now? Which ones are you loving the most? Which ones? This is your drink. McQueen. McQueen's right here. Make sure that you guys hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, and I will see you guys soon on my next video. I have missed you guys so much, and I hope to see you soon. You say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.